Daily news, breaking news, everyday news on Prince Miller Entertainment TV. Today is the 4th of November, 2025. Remember, guys, to follow us on all our social media platforms. Facebook, it's a Prince Miller Entertainment, and also on our YouTube channel, it's a Prince Miller Entertainment TV. So, guys, we keep on following Tanzania, and the elections I got last week Wednesday. After that, violence is almost 800 plus people is due to violence, the clashes between the police and the protesters, and we are protesting because of my election results. President Hassan vaita ivo 96.6% and ndo victory yao savazhinji vakati aiwa hakuna zvakadaro vakapinda mastreets and so former Citizens Coalition for Change at CCC Leader Nelson Chamisa slammed Tanzania's disputed election, saying it was tainted by violence, intimidation and other serious irregularities. In a statement on Monday, 3 November, Chamisa said he was deeply concerned about the excessive use of force against citizens, reports of human rights abuses, internet shutdowns, and the killings and injuries of innocent people. He also criticized the manipulation of the electoral process, which he said included the elimination, arrest, and disqualification of credible opposition candidates, as well as incidents of abductions and attacks on civil society. Chamisa further warned about the growing trend of flawed and disputed election across Africa, citing recent polls in Zimbabwe, Mozambique, and Tanzania as worrying signs of democracy in the SADC region. He said these manipulations include internet shutdowns, disqualification of candidates, withholding of ballots, tampering with voters' roll, intimidation of voters, harassment of opposition parties, deprivation of media coverage, the abuse of state resources to influence electoral outcomes, use of forced state capture of electoral management bodies, and the weaponization of the state. Chamisa also criticized the failure of regional and continental bodies to respond effectively to disputed elections and national crisis. He said these mechanisms, which are meant to protect citizens, have so far been unable to provide lasting solutions when electoral processes go wrong. He warned that Africa, and SADC in particular, is facing worry rise in military coup, contested elections, and the lack of action to resolve these disputes. Chamisa called for the immediate release of Tanzania's opposition leader Tundu Lissu and all other political prisoners, stressing the need for a political solution to address the challenges facing Tanzanian citizens. He also urged that SADC be overhauled and strengthened so it can tackle the region's contemporary political challenges more effectively. Chamisa said there must be a framework and roadmap for resolving disputes in all the countries with such challenges, in particular Zimbabwe, Mozambique, and Tanzania. This will curb the recurring problems and the vicious cycle of disputed and discredited electoral process. We call upon the EAC to step forward and provide leadership to resolve the debilitating conflict affecting Tanzania. We further call upon the AU to stop and forthwith seize the tradition of rubber stamping and to cease endorsing dictators in the reversal of democracy on the continent. And I do agree 100% with what Chamisa wrote in a letter which was circulating yesterday on social media. Is from the office of the president, the former CCC president Chamisa, vachitaura nezve electoral process yakaitwa in Tanzania ingesiri pajekerere. And yes, I mean, some of the situations that he talked about are just similarity like what happened here in Zimbabwe. We look at the 2018 situation whereby in Zimbabwe on the 1st of August, we lost so many people. We lost almost like 10 or 15 people due to violence yakatika because of nyaya results anga abuda. And saka same situation like what happened in Tanzania, but in Tanzania it was on a large scale whereby 800 plus people are going to vakashaya, and those are confirmed or unconfirmed, no one knows, but 800 people who passed away, and because of clashes like that between the protesters and the police. And so what I'm saying is they need to find a solution. The AU need to find solution. SADC pacho zvayo inofanira kunge ichimira achiti aiwa zvakaitika pakapa asizvo. We need to solve this so that next time we won't have the same situation happening again and again, whereby the electoral process inenge isiri free and fair, at the same time kudzvanyirirwa kwevanhu, and at the same time zvakare kudzvanyirwa kwema-opposition political parties. And I remember kuti in Tanzania, two prominent opposition political party leaders were in jail pakaitika ma-election aya. Saka ma-political party mashomanana madikidika ndoaka contest in this election. That's why vari kunzi ivo vakazo 96.6% is because those smaller parties akwanisa kungonoma votes mashomanana, andozvoti kunzi aiwa zvasafanira kunge zvichidaro, and his campaign should be free and fair, and zvakare the political space should be open to every political opponent that contest ma-election. And so ndozvoti kunzi aiwa it needs to be done. Zvinofanira kunge zvigadziriswe so that we won't have the same situation happening over and over again, especially in Tanzania, in Zimbabwe, and also in Mozambique. But other African countries have managed to do a free and fair election, like in South Africa, whereby at the moment tukona GNU ilifamba musha in South Africa, whereby wara maposa and wakaposa nebadikidiki vakandwa pasi, because people are now deciding who to vote for. Should be free and fair, pasina mirizhonga, pasina violence. Zvinoita kuti nyika ikwanise kuenda mberi. Zvakare the engagement of the GNU, it will also help a lot in a country kuti ikwanise kusumuka, because my ideas anenge achievha kune vanhu vakawanda, not just people from the same party. Vanenge vachingosupporta munhu iyeye, and yes ma'am anenge awanda, because kana mune majority in parliament, zvamangotaura izvozvo ndo zvinenge zvichienda mberi. Ndo zvikunzi aiwa zvakange zvichidaro, there should be input from other political opponents so that we can build the country together, not just a one-part state senge zvakuitika kuTanzania. And so guys, this is a daily news, breaking news, everyday news on Principal Entertainment TV. Tell in the comment section, do you agree with what Chamisa is saying here or not? Personally, I do agree with him 100%. On paper, it seems right, but kuzviswe mu-action, it will take another 100 years for any action, because I don't see those founding political parties, like the ruling parties, doing any changes when it comes to the elections. And you want to vachangozongofa vachitonga, vachisira vamwe vachifa vachitonga. And I remember with this party, Mama was saying that it has been in power since 1961. So she doesn't want to be the first person kuti party izonzi yaluza ama-elections aya. But zongwa kunenge kusikuda kwawo, kunenge kukuda kwevanhu. People need change. That's why these elections is because we want to vote in peace. We want to vote zvakare to our preferred candidates. Kama kadizema kwa sungu ama kwa varira mjeri, it doesn't really make sense. And so it should be free and fair. People should be able to go out there and vote. Ta voter, winner, loser, we move forward as a country. Kwete kuti my elections apera, takupinda ma streets, vanhu vakufa. I mean, either the people who died, vakangofa within few days, we'll be moving forward to other things. That's a sad part of it, whereby we don't even think of those people who passed away in this whole situation. What happened? No one knows. Maybe just a commission of inquiry just to investigate what happened. After that, what will happen next? Nothing. And so politics is a very dirty game. At the same time, we should be able to live in a country whereby tisinga punyunkudzwe, tisinga manyiswe, tisinga abductwe, tisinga rowe, tisinga dzvanyirirwe. A country should be a free country whereby we should be able to choose who should be our next MP, our next president, prime minister. Shidaro. Guys, daily news, breaking news, everyday news. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Bless up.